Hey Sam, how are you today? Good, I'm glad to hear it. How's the sixth grade? Good. Well, the thing about the sixth grade and middle school is that it's kind of where we start forming our building blocks to the rest of our academic career, right? If you think about it, middle school helps us transition to high school, and high school helps us transition to college. So really what you learn now and how you learn, it's going to stick with you for the rest of your time at school. So, understandably, it can be a little overwhelming. It can be tough. The transition from elementary, it's a big one, right? So, it's not a problem to ask for help. We all needed help at some point. So, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. That's what I'm here for, to help you out a little bit. Okay? So, it sounds like you needed a little help with Spanish, right? And specifically conjugation. Okay. Well, the thing about conjugation is it's kind of the basis for sentence structure in Spanish, so it's really important. But it's also kind of tough because in English, we don't really have an equivalent to verb conjugation, right? If you think about it, in English, the verb pretty much never changes, no matter what the pronoun or the subject of the sentence is, right? So I jump, they jump, we jump, you know, the verb stays the same. In Spanish, it's totally different. The verb always changes depending on the pronoun and depending on the ending of the verb. So I made a little chart for you. I want you to take a look at this and I want you to make something similar to this. It's really going to help us out with conjugation and it's kind of going to be our little rubric or our cheat sheet. Okay. Um, I'll send you a copy of it as well. Okay. But basically what it is over here on this column we have our pronouns, which I know you know already. We'll just go over them real quick. Yo, which is I. Tú, which is you. Ella or él, which is he or she. Ellos or ellas, which is they. And nosotros, which is we. All right, so these are the pretty much the pronouns, the basic pronouns we're going to use. And the other thing that we need to know about, this little chart is the ending of the verb, right? So most verbs in Spanish end in either AR, ER, or IR. Okay, there are some that don't end in those, but those are called irregular verbs, and we'll get to those, at a later point. Right now, we're just going to stick to the basics, right? So, depending on the pronoun and depending on the ending of the verb is how we're going to come out with our conjugation of that verb. Okay, so I made I have a little example here for you, and it's hablar. Okay, so hablar, to talk. It ends in AR. So if we go by our chart, then we conjugate hablar according to the pronoun. So yo hablo, tú hablas, ella habla, ellos hablan, or nosotros hablamos. Right, so the ending changed depending on what the pronoun was. Same thing for the ER endings. Here's an example: correr, to run. Right, so the ending in these cases are yo corro, tú corres, ella corre, ellos corren, or nosotros corremos. And lastly, an IR ending. As an example, I have vivir, to live. And again, it's yo vivo, tú vives, ella vive, ellos viven, nosotros vivimos. So, as you saw, pretty much just going by our little chart, we can, just cross-reference really what the pronoun is and what the ending of the pronoun is to come out with our conjugation. So for hablar, let's say you wanted to say we talk. So we know is nosotros, and hablar ends in AR. So again, just a little cross reference here. Nosotros, hablar. So the conjugation of the word would be hablamos, right? The ending changes to the AMOS. But that's why this is pretty important. So like I said, I want you to make something pretty similar to that. I'll send you a copy of it if you just want to use this one. It's no problem. So as practice, and this is really what it's all about, conjugation and learning all this is just practice, practice, practice. But to make it a little fun, something you can do is just pick some verbs of things you like to do. I know you told me you like to jog, right? So jog is trotar. It's an AR ending. We'll go back to the chart. AR ending. So you jog, yo troto. Right. So I want you to pick some verbs, at least five, and make sure at least three of those end in either AR, ER, or IR, and just conjugate them. Okay, just go straight down the pronoun list and conjugate them, and then we'll kind of go from there and start making some more fully formed sentences. All right, Sam. So let's work on that for now, and we'll get to the next part of our conjugation lesson a little later. All right. All right. See you, Sam.